there's the Ruffellmeister.
Hello.
How'd you feel about that one?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Ruffellmeister, I'm going to have to ask you, because you're absolutely gleeful, ready to say it. Who did you have in your audience last night, Suzi?
Oh, God. Just my mate, Kirsten.
Kirsten Kasperai.
Yeah,
Dropped
just Kirsten.
by Suzi Ruffell's show at the Lowry in Manchester. Sorry, Salford. Sorry, anybody from Salford.
Yeah, Salford.
Very, very different. So what? She came to the show, and then did you see her backstage?
Oh, she popped back before. We had a little chit chat. Ruth as well, her lovely girlfriend.
So Kirsten and Ruth just swing by.
Yeah.
Little,
I've got her number.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh,
She dropped me a
my
text
God.
and it back. I was like, drop me a text and it back.
This feels like at the live show us enjoying the growth of the women's game a little bit too much and leaving her a voice note. Hi, Kirsten. We just thought we'd sing Last Christmas to you. Anyway, Good luck Sunday.
Yep, she stuck around. Then bought a copy of my book and I signed it. And I wrote, do you know what? This is the embarrassing thing. She was like, will you sign it? And I was like, yeah, of course. And then because I went into like normal mode of signing my book,
Oh my God.
I wrote Suzi Ruffell.
Oh, okay.
I know
It's good
my
that she
name.
knows who signed it
But-
on the book by Suzi Ruffell. That's really
But
good.
it's so... but then I was like, oh, that's really embarrassing because we kind of know each other because we're like best friends, right?
Yeah, of course. I thought you were going to say you put like an inspirational message in. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, I put
dream big.
Yeah.
Like, don't stop believing, Kirsten. Dreams can come true.
No, I didn't do that. I did put Up City. Is that the sort of thing someone might say?
Up City.
Yeah, like Up City.
Yeah, Up the City. I think is it.
I think I've just put Up City.
Well, I guess the fact.
Can I get away with it?
Maybe you can count on the fact that she's Dutch. She might just think it is Up City.
Yeah, I think
know.
it's fine.
City fans, if you see Kirsten Kasperai running around the Joie Stadium going Up City.
Yeah, I am. Another just a quick thing.
Yeah.
In the show, I do a Scouse accent.
Oh yeah. Is it an impersonation of Alex Greenwood?
Oh my God! I mean, it is. Yeah.
Is it actually?
Yeah, that's who I
Oh my
think
God,
of.
I love it.
That's
who
who I
in
think.
sync we are.
That's who I think of when I'm about to do it. Because you know when you
So
do
you're
an
not
accent-
impersonating Alex
Oh
Greenwood?
no!
Okay,
No.
okay.
I'm impersonating someone called Scouse Jules, and
Okay.
but to get me into the accent,
Yeah.
I think Alex Greenwood.
Yes. I think you
So,
have
like-
to either think Alex Greenwood or Cilla Black, but Cilla Black you can only say surprise, surprising. So you have to,
exactly.
You do have to go Alex Greenwood, yeah.
Alex Greenwood. So I
that's
go
good.
into it. So we're like, Suze asked me what I did last night.
This is good. Good.
And anyway, so then Ruth said to me, "Oh, your Liverpudlian accent's really good." And I said, "I tell you who I think of." And Kirsten went, "Alex Greenwood."
She got it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what we want now? We want Alex Greenwood to come to the show and she
I
can give
know.
her seal of approval on your Scouse accent.
Home. I've got to say home. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It was amazing. It was incredible.
I'm so sorry to all of our Scouse listeners.
I'm not. What I would say to our Scouse listeners is, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Was it a nice fun show? Were the people of Salford lovely and giving as always?
It was really fun. And it was the
Great.
last one this year. The tour starts again in February. But we're now on like a break. And
you're on international break.
I'm on international break, so I'm playing for a team, which is this.
Yeah.
Which is actually true, because now the only gigs that I've got are Big Kick Energy or Like-Minded Friends. So I'm going on my international...
They're your domestic league.
They're my domestic, yeah. And it was a really nice one. But also that thing of like, I really wanted it to be a really nice one because like there was a footballer in.
Oh, of course.
You know, like I want to impress her.
You want to impress the big impressive footballer.
Yeah, like she's like, what is she, like 15 and she's the vice captain? Like, I'm like 104. I need her to think I'm cool.
When the audience like clapped at the end, were you looking to see if she clapped?
Yeah, I was. But you
I
know,
love
she was on her way to, talking of international, she was going this morning over to the Netherlands.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! How lovely of her to give you the time then, right before
honestly,
a flight. How lovely.
Well, it's because we're best friends.
Excuse me, don't. Is it love or is it just?
All right, Lily Allen.
And who's Kirsten?
Seriously, who's Kirsten? Who that is Kirsten? Great. That's fun. Anyway, Mace, how are you? How's everything with the house going, the flat?
Yeah, it's good, thank you. Well, I've been on there's some tips that you can find out on how best to get people through the door and making some offers, right? And one of them was you're meant to be baking, like bake bread, right? And it's meant to make the property smell nice for when people come round. Because I've just been doing candles, or scent sticks, but I think we're up in our game. I thought it said bake bread, but I don't have the time for that, Suze. So I did a pie, which is, as you know, it's the only thing I can cook. And even then, it's up for debate with... Mike says it doesn't count because it doesn't have a pastry bottom and all this. He calls it a casserole with a lid. It's all petulant and we're getting a divorce. Anyway, I did this pie, right? I left it in the oven and I'm a bit stubborn, as you know, and I will refuse to set a timer or whatever. I'll just wing it. It'll be fine. I'll just keep checking on it. Put this oven in on the morning of when we had some viewings in the afternoon. I opened the oven. I swear it had only been in there 5 minutes. It looked like it had been cooking since 2014, Suze. Honestly, black, burned, absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. Yeah, so I think we'll be here for a little while longer yet, just because of my culinary disasters. Yeah, I'm not half the baker you are. Well, you're a good baker. You went on Bake Off, didn't you?
I did. I did Celebrity Bake Off.
Can I ask? Do you have to practice it over and over and over and over and over again?
You get a couple of them, a couple of the bake, and then there's the blind bake. They don't call it that, do they? It's when you they don't tell you what it is. You just get the recipe and the ingredients, and you don't get told how to do it. Oh yeah, when they put the towel
over everything. Yeah.
No, Gabby Logan beat me at that.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying she had really good arms.
Shut up. All right. She has got
that being my fact, because now I pass it on. Doesn't she do Pilates every morning? Isn't that why?
Yeah, or and I think she's got one of those spin cycles in her house. All I could think was, and I think I said it to her. I was like, Gabby Logan, you have got, and I had to I consistently full named her. It's like, Gabby Logan, you have got such great arms. I mean, good for her.
I think you're just in a full naming mode. You go Gabby Logan, you sign your book, Suzi Ruffell, which, by the way, I meant to say is very good because I've been doing signings of your book. So it's good. It's good that some people know if theirs is by Suzi Ruffell.
Can you go into Waterstones and sign some for me?
It's just sometimes it was raining the other day and I needed to kill some time and I didn't want to be in the rain, so I just went to Waterstones and started signing your books.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah,
they say a signed book is a sold book. Doesn't matter who signs it.
Right, let's crack on.
Should we get into the football? My God. Yeah, we've been on this call for about 2 weeks. Welcome to Big Kick Energy. Now, the first thing we need to say is thank you so much for all of your lovely messages from our chat with Kirsten last week. Apparently, the revelation that she listens to Status Quo pre-match has resulted in have you heard about this?
No.
Man City fans were singing it for her during her warm-up at this week's game. Yes!
Oh my God, I love that.
That's the power that we have.
Amazing.
Love it. Now, lots
She'll
of you
like that.
Oh, of course she will. Of course she will. Lots of you wanted to know more about the LGBT Foundation that Kirsten is now a patron of. So we have got Louise from the Foundation popping in for a chat later on in this very episode.
It's International Break Week, so we'll have a look at the latest from the Champions League, the Subway Cup, and a look ahead to the Lionesses friendly against China at the weekend. Let's start with match day results for Wednesday 19th and Thursday 20th of November. Wolfsburg 5, Man United 2. Aww.
Arsenal 2, Real Madrid 1.
Chelsea 1, Barcelona 1. I've travelled.
And the Subway Cup group stages. Now, this is for Friday the 21st, Saturday the 22nd, and Sunday the 23rd of November.
Big weekend for Subway lovers.
Yeah, huge. About as long as a foot. Right, Aston Villa.
Oh, God.
Aston Villa 3, Birmingham City 3. Now, Birmingham won this on penalties.
Oh, my word.
You know how I love the pens.
Right,
Give me the
and
drama.
that's a
Mick,
Birmingham
I love
derby.
the drama.
That's a huge win for Birmingham as well,
Yeah,
in their
good on
derby,
them.
no less. Nottingham Forest 0, Man City 2.
Sheffield United 1, Liverpool 4.
Newcastle United 1, Everton 3.
Sunderland 1, Durham 1, and then Sunderland win on penalties.
Portsmouth 2, West Ham 0.
I mean, this is surprising for my hometown.
That's good for you. Your
play up,
family
Pompey,
friends.
play up. You're all right.
Yeah, sort of malfunctioned there.
Yeah, you did a bit. You need to turn yourself off and turn yourself back on again.
Yeah.
Southampton 1, Charlton Athletic 2.
Ipswich Town 0, London City Lionesses 2.
Leicester City 0, Crystal Palace 3.
Woof. And Bristol City 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. So, Suze, where to begin? I suppose the big one, the Champions League. Yes, it's the most talked about tie in this set of Champions League phase games was, of course, Chelsea versus Barca, and it was a great game, a proper battle. Chelsea felt like they had it a few times, but just missed some really, really great chances, which you cannot afford to do when you're playing a team like Barcelona.
I mean, they are just ruthless.
I
don't mean that in like an aggressive way at all, but they're just... There's a fire.
Yeah,
It's
very clinical, and Chelsea would have been disappointed not to get on the score sheet.
And also
not to get more on the score sheet. Sorry.
And as you said, because it looked like they had it a few times.
Yeah. Well, they got off to such a cracker with that goal from Ellie Carpenter was an absolute corker and made, I think, everybody go, oh, hello,
Yeah.
this could be Chelsea's here. Drawing against Barcelona, I imagine, given the way the game went, they'll take the point and go into the next phase.
Happy to get a point on the road.
Happy to get a point on the road, absolutely.
Now, talking of a team that wanted to win for maybe a bit of morale, Arsenal beat Real Madrid and got that much needed win thanks to 2 excellent Russo goals.
Oh,
Very
unreal.
She's so good.
She's in her element, though, isn't she? In her element.
She's so good.
Yeah, and then it pains me to say this, it really does, but Manchester United got their first loss of the competition.
Oh, do you know what? No, this isn't celebrating the growth of the women's game.
What?
Oh my God. Do you know what you sounded like then? You sounded like a mean girl at school being like, no, we do like you. We don't talk about you behind your back.
No, listen,
like, oh my
I'm
God, I
happy
can't
for
believe she
Manchester
thinks
United
we're
to
friends
sit
with her.
us.
No, you're not. You're not.
I am.
I'm going to do this bit. United, Maisie's team, got their first loss of the competition. She cried. But thanks to their excellent performance so far, they're still very near the top of the table.
Good for you, Man United. Good for you.
This isn't the vibe.
Sorry.
Go and take that to Leeds.
I can't.
Don't bring that to my girls at Man U.
I can't. They're so far at the bottom, I can't see them. Go on.
So they're guaranteed to make it through to the next round, regardless of the way that the last 2 games go. And I mean, that must be nice, mustn't it?
That's lovely, isn't it? That's a lovely
to know that
position
you're
to be in.
already through to the live shows.
Yeah.
You'd be very chilled at judges' houses, wouldn't you?
Yes, it's sort of like Strictly this weekend, where because Lavoir went, nobody goes home.
Yeah,
that's what Manchester United have done a Lavoir. I feel like
God.
we're teetering on Sky Halo discourse now.
Yeah, sorry, really briefly. Did you see Lavoir's dad talking about how proud he was of him?
Lavoir's dad, I've got so much time for him. He was amazing on Drag Race.
Lavoir's dad, if you want to come on the show.
Imagine, we've got Kirsten Kasperai one week and the next week, Lavoir's father. Yes, Man United, genuinely, after a very impressive run, have got their place in the bag. As well as them are Bayern Munich, George Stanway, friend of the show, well done. Barcelona, don't have any friends there yet. Lyon, I mean, I can speak French, so if somebody wants to come on the podcast and do it in French, I can do that, zut alors. And Wolfsburg, not a chance, sorry.
Sorry, when you said in the bag, do you know what I because I know that we've had a recording that is very stop-starty, and I know that producer Charlie's trying to get it out for tomorrow, and she's going to be like, wow, God. I had to really stop myself from going, what's in the bag? What's in the... It's the next round of the Champions League.
It's okay. Well, yeah, if any people from Lyon do want to come on the on the podcast and we can sing Quel don le sac. Chelsea and Arsenal still have work to do to confirm their spot in the next round, which, do you know what, Suze? As a fan of just kind of it not being too predictable, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that Chelsea and Arsenal, who are always dominating sort of the discourse of women's football, certainly in the UK, but also a lot of the time on the pitch, it's kind of cool to see them still having to graft it.
Yeah, absolutely. And
cool
to see Man United confirmed.
Yeah, that's all right. The Subway League Cup. After this weekend's last set of group games in the Subway League Cup, the quarter-finalists have been confirmed. So, joining the automatically qualified Chelsea, Arsenal and Man United are Man City, that's a given, obviously, Liverpool, the ever-improving West Ham, Spurs, and the one remaining WSL 2 team, Crystal Palace. Who you'll remember, of course, this time last year were playing in the WSL. Some great games over the weekend, and unfortunately, very few of these fixtures were available to watch. But the Midlands derby of Villa v Birmingham, or the Second City derby, as it was called, was a dramatic goal fest and worth catching up on. Isn't Second City, Suze? Isn't that like an improv troupe in America?
Yeah. What we're trying to say is Villa and Birmingham really yes-anded that game.
They really yes-anded, yeah. Rachel Daly came out and went, "Can we have a suggestion, please?"
Zip, zack, boing. Left, right and centre.
Okay, and now we need a profession.
Now the quarter-final draw happens this week. Do you want to know how I know that?
How do you know that, Suze?
Kirsty Hasbro told me it happens on Tuesday.
Oh, have a day off.
I refuse to.
What? Kirsten Kasparov came backstage and just started telling you the logistics of how the Subway League Cup. I have to say that's the most Dutch thing I've ever heard.
She was in full
and
orange.
I'm just going to explain the format of a competition to you.
No, it just came up. I said, "You had a good game this week," and she said, "Yes, we won."
That very Dutch reply.
Very Dutch.
Yes, of course we did, because we won. That's why it was a good game.
Yeah. So that's how I know.
Well, that's very, very exciting. Out of all of the games, Suze, in the Champions League, in the Subway Cup, there were plenty of goals, both
a goal fest,
penalties. Susie, what was your goal of the week?
I think my goal of the week, and I've had a goal like this before, but it's always because I'm just so impressed.
You've done one?
No, absolutely not. I mean, it's been my goal of the week before.
I did think the way you said you were like, and I've had one of these.
No, it's not. What I mean is, I've chosen a header before because I'm just always still so impressed they can get it going the right way. Like the ball's in the air, they've got to leap and they've got to manage to put it towards the goal. I mean,
it's a lot of multitasking.
I thought that first Russo goal, she jumped so high, I don't quite know how she did it.
Yeah,
and it was
to say she's not like a tall, particularly tall player. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's no Peter Crouch.
It was a great goal. Yeah, it was a great goal. I'm
goal.
Very, very happy with that.
And as we mentioned at the top of the show, we are now going to go to an interview that we had with Louise McIvor, who is from the LGBT Foundation, and she's going to tell us about the brilliant work that they're doing.
Louise, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. It's great to be here.
Thank you very much for giving us your time. And it was a delight to chat with Kirsten. You must be absolutely chuffed to be working with her.
Yeah, I am massively chuffed. We all are. She's been really keen to get involved, and we love having her. Yeah.
Just before we get into the sort of the very important stuff that we want to talk about in this episode, I just want to check. I know that you're from that neck of the woods, Salford, not Manchester, to be very clear. Do you support Man City?
I am a season ticket holder at Man
City.
Yes. You must have been delighted.
That would have been awkward.
Yeah, wouldn't it? If you were like, look, don't tell her, but I support United.
So do tell us about the work that you do at the LGBT Foundation, Louise.
Yeah, so the foundation has been here for 50 years. We're celebrating our 50th year in Manchester.
Happy birthday.
We thank you. We started. I've not been here for 50 years. I've been here for 8 years, which is a long time anyway. But So we're having a great year with lots of celebrations. But even after 50 years, some people still don't know we're here and don't know what we do. We have such a wide range of services. So I work in the services and I oversee kind of drug and alcohol support and domestic abuse support, but we have lots of other services outside of that. We have like counselling, talking therapies, sexual health, community safety, working in the nighttime economy. So we've just got so much going on, and that's not to mention like our training academy, policy and campaign work. I'll miss somebody out, but we do heaps of work with the community here in Manchester, but also now we've grown so much that we've got hubs in Liverpool and in Coventry as well. Okay. So yeah, and we've always done lots of different community events as part of that, community programs. My actual work, like I said, is around drugs and alcohol, and some of that has been around finding sober spaces and more safe spaces, kind of following on from like some of the online spaces where it's been like quite a difficult time for our community to hear like a lot of debate about our identities and a lot of hurtful and harmful messaging on there. And so just finding spaces where people feel safe to be together as a community and yeah, to just like hang out.
Yeah, that's great. It's so important, and it's so interesting that you bring up sober spaces, because I've got friends within the community who don't drink, and I think it's really important that there are opportunities. So much of our like nightlife is around like drinking and partying, and it's so important that there are those alternative options. And I suppose that's a really great way to bring in an athlete, for an athlete to become part of, you know, a person that you're working with. Tell us a little bit about why Kirsten was such a great choice for you to be someone to work with the LGBT Foundation.
Yeah, I mean, we could see already that we held some watch parties with our women's programme around the Euros in 2022, and we could see like lots of queer people who'd never watched a game before were kind of getting involved, trying it out, enjoying that space, getting really into it. And then there were like people like myself who've always been a lover of football, but had been like watching games at home alone. And, you know, this was like a chance for us to come together as a community in a sober space, which is really important, because sometimes you go in to watch games in bars and it can feel quite intimidating. And yeah, not the safest space. So we ran those watch parties, and from that, like I say, I got some new recruits, and now there's quite a big group of us that go and watch the City Women. We're season ticket holders and we enjoy that space. So we'd been working, and there was, you know, obviously the Supreme Court announcement, and then a few days following that there was the FA announcement, and obviously that hit us. It was quite raw. We went to a game at the weekend, and then Kirsten made this scored a goal, which, you know, as a defender, you know, I think it was maybe the first or second that season, kissed the trans armband, and it was just like, even after watching two Euros finals where we won, I think that was my proudest moment as a supporter of women's football, seeing Kirsten do that. So yeah, we were all like, our hearts were full, and we came into work on the Monday, and we were like, we just have to reach out to her and just see if, you know, maybe she'll like share some of our posts and raise a bit more awareness. And then she was really keen. She was like, oh, I'll come and I hadn't heard of you. I'll come and visit and I'll meet you, and let's see what we can do together. And so yeah, it's fantastic. Dream come true.
Yeah, you must have been chuffed to bits. What a result. It's you mentioned there about the community and the sense of there being people who have enjoyed the game for a long time, and people that are new to the game, which is sort of largely the makeup of our listenership as well. What do you think it is about women's football, Louise, that has created such an inclusive space for everybody, but particularly LGBTQIA plus people, both at games and away from games, on the pitch, off the pitch? What is it about women's football specifically that you think sort of tells people that this is a safe space to be authentically yourself?
I think, at the kind of crux of it, there's a lot of stuff around like breaking some of the stereotypes around how women should behave, women being strong, powerful, being aggressive even, being competitive, a lot of that stuff's frowned upon. And also women being in spaces, you don't get much chance as a woman to be part of a team actually, because a lot of the time women are kind of pitted against each other. So it's such a nice thing to be involved in any sport as a woman. It's quite empowering, and it gives people a chance to sort of stand up and have leadership as well. But actually being a fan of the game, I think there's a lot to be said for representation. As a queer woman, you're always looking for representation. To have not just some out players, but players that are very out and proud. They share parts of themselves and parts of their relationships with the fans, and kind of really healthy relationships that show, it's a lot of things that people have not seen before. You might see queer women in dramas or in soap operas, but a lot of the time it's quite toxic relationships, and it's, you're there for the drama. But it's been so nice to kind of see a lot of like high profile women. Like now we've got Alex Scott in Celebrity Jungle and things like that, standing up and being really out and proud about their relationships. I think that's just something that people, queer women, have been looking for a long time. But as well, not just queer women, like for the Derby game last weekend, we did a brunch here, and quite a lot of queer men, and lots of people from the queer community turned up as well. And I think they really valued that space of being able to engage with football, but in a safer space, less intimidating, maybe a bit less aggressive. That was what people were sort of saying to me, is that they feel they know they can go to the games. And I think there was a study recently, She's a Baller did a study that said like 96% of LGBTQ plus people who go to the women's game feel safe. Which is amazing.
It really is. And I so hear you, Louise, what you're saying about the representation. I mean, me and the WhatsApp group with my gay girls is like we shared that clip with each other of Alex talking about Jess in the jungle, and we were saying like, I mean, the idea of like seeing something like that when I was 14, or like when I can't really express what an impact it would have had on me. And, these women are such brilliant advocates. And another thing that and I don't know whether you've seen this, but I think is like such a wonderful thing to see is like the allyship between the players, like the straight players, the gay players, it doesn't matter, they're mates. And it's not that, I feel like that's a wonderful thing that the women's game does as well, is it brings all kinds of people together. And says like, this is for all of us. It's not about you. It's not about it just being for one person. It's about it being for all of us, which I think that's sort of part of the magic for me of the women's game.
Yeah, definitely. I think once the game starts, it doesn't matter who you love, or all that matters is what team you're cheering for.
Yeah.
Red or blue at the Derby.
Yeah, the Derby was amazing.
Yeah, I bet.
Mexican wave and everything. It was great.
I bet. So, what are you hoping to achieve with your work with Kirsten? What are the aims for you as a foundation?
I think in the short term we were looking for, the women's programme that I mentioned lost some funding. A lot of our services have lost funding, or our funding has stayed the same while costs have gone higher and higher. So, we're not able to deliver as much as we used to. It's a really tough time for all charities actually, and economically. So we have lost some of the important community programs work that we have been able to do in the past. And we spoke to Kirsten about that, and she was really like, we need to get this back. So there's a little bit of fundraising that Kirsten has been really happy to promote for us. And people can find that on Kirsten's Instagram account. But more than that, we wanted to engage with the community, find out what they want, what they want spaces to be like, how they want us to support them, and all of our services that we do have running, we want them to be inclusive of not just women, but, you know, people with disability, you know, people of colour. And you need resources to do that. And you need staff to have the time and support as well to be able to provide that for the community. I think in you know, in the short term, we're looking at a big event for International Women's Day. And, you know, we've been running inclusive women's spaces for years. We've had a women's programme here since, I think, 2007, and we run an annual wellbeing event around International Women's Day, inclusive of all women. And we want to run that again this year, but we have no funding for it so far, no staff devoted to it so far. And so we're looking to fundraise primarily for that, but also, you know, part of Kirsten becoming a patron was that we want that work to carry on as well. So just using her platform to kind of tell people about the work that we do, why it's important, and hopefully get people interested in working with us. If people haven't got money to donate, we understand that it's a tough time. You can donate your time. We have a lot of volunteers that do amazing work with us. So yeah, just getting the community together, and it's been a tough couple of years. You know, we want to have some positives and get things moving in the right direction again.
Brilliant. Well, we're with you all the way, Louise. It's really, really ace to hear all the positive work you do in Manchester and beyond to keep this game for everybody, which is what we love about it. Thank you so much for chatting to us, Louise. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh,
thank you.
It was our pleasure. Thank you so much. And thanks for the brilliant work that you're doing.
Oh, thanks. I love it.
Big thanks to Louise McIvor for joining us for that chat. Excellent to hear all the work of the LGBT Foundation with the help of friend of the show and Suzi's personal best friend.
I've got her number.
Kirsten Kasperai. Yeah, you've said, mate.
Oh, did I?
You've said it. All right.
That's the energy that you come at with Man United.
Yeah, I don't regret it.
Okay, cool.
Now for some news. I'm stuck in my papers. The England squad for friendlies against China and Ghana. England play China at Wembley this Saturday. I'm sure lots of you are heading down there. And Ghana at St Mary's in Southampton on Tuesday.
I'll be there.
Are you going?
Yep.
Oh, to the Southampton one?
Me and producer Charlie, we're off.
Oh, another thing I'm not involved in. I see.
No, we invited you,
that's
and
fine.
you're
I'll just
hosting.
Keep burning pies in my little flat. That's okay.
You are hosting a gig in somewhere like Farnham.
Oh, come on, really?
Aren't you? We invited you, and you were like,
"Where is it?" On Tuesday. Where am I? It's excuse me, thank you. Yeah, it's not Farnham. No offence to the people of Farnham, but it's High Wycombe that I'm hosting.
Okay, well, good for you. Have a great time.
Wycombe. Yeah.
You enjoy the Swan.
I will. I will enjoy the Swan.
Good.
So, yeah, well, have a good time. Have a good time at Southampton on Tuesday. Now,
we will.
With Leah Williamson, Hannah Hampton, Alex Greenwood and Michelle Adjumang all out injured, Lauren James is sitting this one out as she's still coming back from injury, and Jess Carter is having a break post NWSL playoff finals because, I mean, we'll come to that in a moment.
Yeah.
That's a whole other beast. There's a lot of room, Suze, for some new faces, for some newcomers.
Yep, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to wear the full kit just in case.
In case you get the call up. But it's very, very exciting to see who might use this as a great opportunity to break through. There's London City Lionesses Freya Godfrey, who's had her first call up to the senior team off the back of an impressive WSL season so far.
Do you think that was from that double goal game?
Must be.
Yeah, she scored twice, didn't she? And
she was ace.
Yeah, that's how you got to get noticed.
You have. You've got to have great games.
Well, I'll tell you who else is in.
Go on.
Friend of the show, Brighton's Sophie Baggerly.
Baggers, of course.
Yeah, Baggers is in to
Baggers
cover for Hampton.
The keepers are going to be
Kiara Keating, Sophie Baggerly.
Kiara Keating is there, okay.
And Anna
Sophie
Morehouse.
And Anna Morehouse. Got
yes.
it. Okay. Then We've got Hempo and Grace Clinton are back.
Yes.
Having missed the last few.
Hempo down the wing.
Yes, having missed the last few through injury. And then we've also got newer faces: Taylor Hines, Missy Bow-Kearns, Lucia Kendall, Grace Fisk and Anouk Denton all back too. So really, really exciting. Yeah.
Right, so exciting games, and hopefully England end this year, which is, let's be honest, has been incredible for the England team.
It's been pretty good, hasn't it?
It's been brilliant, but you know what I will say? They always do things the hard way. It has been a wonderful year of football, but also we had to get Maisie's heart checked a number of times while she was in Switzerland. But yeah, it's very exciting. Now, we're going to go quickly to a new feature that we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. It's Strictly Watch.
Oh my God. Kaz did the Paso Doble, which if you're not across Strictly, basically, I know you've got to do different dances every week, and I know if anybody's a proper dancer, they'll be writing in now going, well, actually, they're all very different. Me. Basically, well, yeah, you've got your floaty ones, right? Your waltz, your American smooth, the ones where you got to wear a big long skirt and just sort of go round in hold. Then you've got your feisty ones, which I would call your jive, your Charleston, the quick step, that one where you sort of skip around everywhere. And then Paso Doble, there's nothing like it. It's where it all gets a bit Spanish and the castanets come out, and it's all, they're giving it that stuff. If you rotate, I'm rotating my hands at my wrists, if you can imagine that. Very flamenco-y. It all gets really dramatic. It's always a good one. Kaz came out. Oh my God. Kaz came out and delivered an incredible Paso Doble. Big, thick, heavy eye makeup.
The Paso Doble.
Paso Doble. Ba, ba, ba. She had thick, heavy eye makeup. She had a big, dramatic outfit. There was a woman on a 60-foot skirt. Probably not 60 foot, but massive. And then the most amazing bit, which has been gifted over and over and over and over on social media, Suze, she did this bit where Carlos, her partner, spun her on the floor, and she span lying down like a rattle, like a football rattle. She span like that, and then just suddenly stopped. You know when you play them board games at Christmas and they've got a little dial that you spin in the middle? She was like that suddenly stops on Articulate. It was amazing. And next week she's got Couple's Choice. So we'll hopefully get to see proper, authentic Kaz and see what kind of music she's going to do, what kind of dance, what kind of song. I'm excited. Do you think it's going to be football based?
I'd love it if she did to Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, she's already done a football jive though, week one. So anyway, she's got my vote, but she's now getting into the real crunch. She's in the knockout phase now. I know Strictly is a knockout at every stage, but basically, once you've gone to Blackpool, everything gets heated up. So we're sending lots of love and support to Kaz. You've got this, Kaz.
Absolutely.
We're voting for you. Now,
Maisie, can you take us through what's happened with the NWSL? Because I'm not sure that I understand this whole playoff thing and how they weren't winning and now they've won.
Well, Jess Carter, obviously,
friend
is
of the
at
show.
Gotham. Yes, she's at Gotham, which is the New York, New Jersey hybrid team over in the States. They've won the championship. Now, despite finishing 8th in the regular season table standings, I know what you mean, Suze. You'd naturally think if you finish top of the table, you win the game. Yeah. No, not in America. No, they prefer.
They do like to do things awkwardly, don't they?
They do love to do things awkwardly. So, despite finishing 8th in the regular season table standings, Gotham beat out all the other teams, right, and defeated Washington Spirit, home of Lioness's favourite Esme Morgan. In the playoffs to win the championship. So basically, you take the top. The top 4 teams? Is it
8?
The top
must
8
be 8 because they were 8th.
And then they play. They play brackets in. So
that's so dumb. Hang on. The top 8. How many teams are in the NWSL? There's only there's not
15
many.
There's 9.
There's 14 teams.
What? And they all play each other. It's not like 2 divisions and then the champion of each one plays that.
No, so they do the whole they run it like the WSL, and then whoever is top of the table at the end of the season gets a big old shiny plate.
Yeah.
And then they do the next bit, which is the
the knockout phase to get to the championship. So you can win both, but very rarely does that happen.
I mean, what? Right, Suze, back me up here, because that makes zero sense to me.
Yeah, it makes very little sense to me, but I often don't understand what Americans are doing.
That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, a little bit of political satire from me and Suze, but we're going to say Americans, a little bit mad. A little bit mad. I think Americans always make the best decisions. If you catch my drift, Suze.
And I don't know if you saw, but Maisie was on Have I Got News For You last week, and you can still catch up on that on the iPlayer. Kansas City won the NWSL.
I ended up in the Daily Mail because of that, you know.
Yeah, I know you did. You need to stop flashing Paul Merton.
So they've won, so despite finishing 8th, they have now won the whole championship.
They've won the championship, and Kansas City won the NWSL Shield for coming top of the table during the regular season.
So Kansas City finished top, right? They get essentially, and I'm using your words here, Charlie, a big shiny plate, but lost to Gotham in the playoffs, who actually finished 8th.
Yes.
This is a bonkers way to run a tournament, and I imagine I imagine that if you're somebody like a West Ham fan over here, you're going, can we have that system over here? Well done to Jess Carter and all at Gotham FC for winning, kind of, the championship.
We've got a great email to share with you this week. Now, we had this in from Elodie. Dear Pacer, Gooser and daughter producer. Very good.
Hang on. No, red card, skip the email.
No, not red card. I've had a look at VAR. It's not a red card.
That's outrageous.
I'm writing this match report not from a WSL spectator, but as a player in the under-10s South East London and Kent League.
Okay, I take it back. No red card for an under-10.
Yeah, Maisie. How's the podcast going? Yeah, it was going really well until Maisie started bullying children.
We're so inclusive. Sending off a 9-year-old.
My Sunday team, Greenwich Borough Under-10s, played an away match against Utford United. We weren't sure that the match would happen given the pouring rain on Saturday. And my older sister, Harriet, who's going to be at your live show in December, had already had her Sunday match cancelled on Saturday evening. We waited for the pitch inspection early Sunday morning, and fortunately, we were good to go. We arrived at the muddy ground, no merch or pies available, in our silver grey away kit. The whistle blew and we set off. I was on the bench for the first few minutes, cheering on my teammates. The first goal was a brilliant strike from one of our best players, which buried into the back of the net. 1-0 up. Coming on as a left back, I sprang into action, making tackles and defending our goal. Quickly, the half-time whistle blew and I was told where I would be playing next. After the interval, brackets, no ice cream, we got 2 more under our wing. 3-0. Suddenly, a scramble in the box led us to conceding a goal. We quickly regrouped and I moved to left midfield. In the last few minutes, where I was now centre mid, I hit the post, which made me want a goal even more. A corner came, it was passed to me. I was at an awkward angle, but I took a shot, not thinking it would go in. And surprise, there it was in the back of the net, making it 4-1. The final whistle blew seconds later. I love playing for my team, supporting Chelsea and listening to your podcast. I listen every week. And that is from Elodie, age 9.
Elodie!
Elodie!
Suze, I'm going to put this out there. Do you want to rethink your goal of the week?
Yes, I do. After some thought, I've regrouped, and I want to say that Russo's goal was fantastic. I'm always impressed by a header, but I've just had some breaking news right in about the game between Greenwich Borough and Utford United, and I'm going to have to say the goal from Elodie, age 9, is now my goal of the week.
It's well deserved.
I couldn't ignore it.
It's well deserved. It's well deserved. Absolutely fantastic.
Well done, Elodie.
What a match report. Love it.
And also, Elodie, can I just say, this is really great writing for a 9-year-old. Absolutely fantastic.
Love it. Love it. Congratulations. What a win, especially in such tough conditions as well.
Yes, 100%.
That's amazing. I clocked that they play in a silver grey away kit. You've got an away kit. That's bougie. We don't have an away kit.
Elodie, if you have any that are adult sizes, I would very happily take.
Give over.
A
Have
shirt
a
from
day off. Elodie, do not send her a kit. Do not send her a kit. Oh,
It's Brighton Road.
Yeah, Big Kick Energy headquarters. Wow, what an incredible match report. Thank you, Elodie, for listening every week and for giving us an epic match report. And best of luck to Greenwich Borough under-10s for the rest of the season. Now, that's a wrap for now, I think. Keep in touch by emailing us at I said that's a wrap. Any thoughts, quibbles, complaints, concerns, Suze?
No, I feel pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, absolutely fine. Absolutely.
Are you
fine.
feeling good, Producer Charlie?
You've got a lot of editing on your hands, haven't you, from this?
It's not the worst week for editing.
What was the worst week, do you think?
We've got the giggles. It must be one we've got the giggles.
Oh, the one after the Euros final. I imagine that was tricky.
That was actually really easy. Also, people have been messaging asking for the full video of that, so maybe I might put that out over Christmas.
Please. No one needs to see a video of Suzi vomiting into a bucket.
I wasn't sick.
In a budget
I wasn't
hotel
sick.
in Zurich. Thank you to everybody who's booked to see the live show. Thank you to everybody who bought a Big Kick Energy shirt official shirt from Fowdy's, from the limited release.
The way you said official then made it sound like there's some snide ones out as well.
Like there's some knockoffs. Like, when you leave a gig and there's somebody selling, like when you leave a music gig and there's people selling the band shirts on like a tarpaulin on the side of the road. Yeah,
like I remember my a relative of mine selling some Le Croc rather than Lacoste.
Oh no.
Would you like a Le Croc t-shirt?
I'm going to be selling them outside the gig because you don't pay me properly.
Whoa! Okay, back in your box, please, Charlie. Back in your box. Shut the lid, Suze. Shut the lid. Shut the lid. Shut the lid.
Get your hands away. Stop biting.
Okay, she's quiet. Okay, great. But the elves at Fowdy's are working very, very hard to get them out to you before Christmas. They're working very, very hard. You can wear them in full support of me and Suzi and that loud one from inside the box who does all the editing. I'm, of course, talking about my favourite daughter, Producer Charlie.
Yeah.
Yes, keep in touch by emailing us at bigkickpod@gmail.com.
Or you can find us on Instagram at Big Kick Energy Pod. That's all from us this week. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Have you seen? I've dressed as Fraulein Maria for my Taskmaster Champion of Champions.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
I had to dress as somebody. Well, I thought I should dress as somebody from a musical because I won dressed as Sandy. So I was trying to think of leading women for musicals who'd absolutely smashed it. I was going to go with Annie, but I don't think I'd suit a ginger, curly-haired wig.
Oh, I think you would.
Can you imagine? Come on.
I think, to be fair, you've had worse haircuts than a ginger curly wig.
Okay. Wow. That's damning.
Hey. Did you have confidence?
What, with Taskmaster?
It's for Maria?
Yeah.
Oh, you've missed it. I have
confidence in sunshine. I have confidence in
Oh, God, that hurts. All right, see you later, guys. Bye.
Okay, just a solo. Just me in the studio. Oh, Charlie's gone now. Okay. All right. Bye.